What's good, fam? I need y'all to really hear me on this one, because we not talking about some random SoundCloud leak or a throwaway freestyle that got uploaded on accident. Nah, bruh, this a controlled leak, a strategic drop from the middle of a Clipse listening party where the GOAT himself, Kendrick Lamar, dropped off a verse that sounded like a direct challenge to the entire rap industry. This ain't a diss, this a declaration of dominance. Let's start at the top. Pusha T and Malice, two of the coldest to ever do it, link back up for a new project. Pharrell behind the boards. Classic lineup. OGs know what that means. This ain't no blog era reunion. This is war council status. So when they hosted that private listening party, folks in the building knew something big was about to happen. And then, boom, out of nowhere, they run a track called Chains and Whips. And who on the second verse? Kendrick, mother effing, Lamar. And I swear to God, it was like the air in the room shifted, like people forgot how to blink. Phones came up, clips got posted, and in less than 24 hours, the whole rap timeline was scrambled. Because what Kendrick spit on that record wasn't just heat, it was pressure, it was message, it was purpose. And from what we've heard so far, that might just be the most dangerous 40 seconds of music we done got all year. Now get this, it wasn't even the full song, it wasn't even the full verse, but it was enough. Enough to hear that Kendrick is still in that hyperbolic time chamber, leveling up on some Dragon Ball villain arc shit. He sounds sharper than ever, clearer, louder, like he not just speaking bars, he's speaking truths. He starts the verse with that signature Kendrick bounce, offbeat but always intentional, no stumble, no wasted motion. And what he said, bro said he not with the kumbaya shit. Let me translate that real quick. He done holding hands with these fake peace rappers, done pretending everything's cool in the rap space when dudes out here doing karaoke over trap beats and calling it culture. He's done, period. And when he said he's sending someone back to the cosmics, man, I ain't even gotta say the name. You already know who that shade landed on. The same dude that's been trying to dodge lyrical accountability behind big stages and fake allyship. Kendrick ain't letting that slide no more. That bar wasn't subliminal, it was nuclear. But then Kendrick drops that bar that got every real rap fan pausing the clip, rewinding, and going, hold up, did he just say that? Half my profits go to Rakim. That ain't just a bar. That's a full-blown mission statement. That's Kendrick saying, y'all might have forgot about the ones who built this, but I ain't. When he say that, he's speaking on legacy, on debt, on paying it forward. And at the same time, that's a jab at the new wave. These rappers who chase viral clout while leaving the foundation in the dirt. Kendrick ain't one of them. Never was, never will be. Matter of fact, he sound like the opposite of these dudes. Cause while most rappers dropping mid every month just to keep up with the TikTok algorithm, Kendrick disappeared for a year, and when he come back, the game stopped to listen. And that's where the chills come in. Because this verse, we now know he recorded it during the Drake beef. That was his mindset, that was his energy. Meaning, while the whole world was busy playing referee between the GOATs, Kendrick was already working on something deeper, bigger. Bro was already moving on to the next level while everyone else was still stuck in the group chat. Think about that. This ain't reactionary. This ain't damage control. This is an MC who planned the rollout of a full-scale lyrical cleanse months in advance. Calculated, intentional, straight sniper mode. And guess what? We still ain't even heard the full verse. We ain't even got the album yet. But from these bars alone, one thing is crystal clear. Kendrick not just leading the rap game right now. He rewriting the whole Fin rulebook. And this is where I need y'all to tap in. If you rocking with this new energy Kendrick bringing, that unapologetic, no handouts, culture first mentality, hit that like, drop a comment, share this video with your people. Because this moment right here is history in the making. And we just got a sneak peek at the blueprint. We're going to get into the next half soon, where Kendrick flips biblical wordplay, breaks down Gen Z hate, and exposes what's really been going wrong with the industry. But right now, just sit with this moment. Because what Kendrick just did, ain't no rapper alive matching that level of lyrical warfare, cultural impact, and calculated rollout, period. And yo, if you still believe in bars and real MCs that move with purpose, now's the time to show it. Smash that like button, drop a comment with your favorite Kendrick line so far, and hit that subscribe so you don't miss what's next. We in the middle of a history being written. Don't just watch it, be part of it. Let's continue. So let's talk impact. Kendrick didn't just lay down a 5-verse on some Pharrell production and call it a day. Nah, what he just did was shift the whole conversation. That Chains and Whips feature ain't a moment, it's a movement. And that movement is shaking the entire rap ecosystem like a fumble on 4th and goal. You can feel the weight of it even from a leaked clip We ain't even get the whole verse, and already the game's on DEFCON 1. And what makes it so potent? Kendrick knows how to stitch bars with meaning. This ain't random metaphors or 4-bar setups with no follow-through. This man weaves his verses like a sermon, like a lecture, like a poet who studied the roots and evolved the craft. That Rakim bar, that was bigger than a cosign. That was Kendrick telling everybody in the crowd and every industry head listening, I know who built this, and I'm next in line to maintain it. You don't hear that from the chart chasers. You don't hear that from dudes who just learn hip-hop from TikTok snippets and Spotify playlists. That's from someone who sat with the albums, read the books, studied the battles. And that's why this verse don't feel like a performance. It feels like a statement of duty. Kendrick ain't just here to flex. He's here to protect. That's a heavy role. And right now, he wearing it proud. Let's not overlook the shade either. No kumbaya. That's a direct bullet through the industry fake peace acts. Kendrick's calling out the PR-friendly fake love, the performative hugs, the subtle sneak disses behind collaborative photos. He's done with that. This version of Kendrick ain't playing defense. He's setting fire to the idea that unity means silence. He wants truth over handshakes, legacy over label meetings. And when he said, send him to the cosmics, come on, bruh, we know who that's aimed at. That line ain't subtle. It's a tombstone. And what's even crazier is that Kendrick delivered it with the same calm fury he's been known for since Control. It's not even anger, it's surgical confidence, like, yeah, I offed him, and I'll do it again if needed. That bar lives rent-free in the timeline now. Memed, clipped, looped, and it's still not played out. Now zoom out, push. T said this verse was recorded during the beef. That means Kendrick was already operating on this level before the Not Like Us explosion. He was already cooking this up while folks thought he was quiet. That's terrifying. That means what we saw with the Drake situation, that was Kendrick with the volume lowered. That's him on cruise control, and chains and whips was the real temperature check. And bruh, it's scorching. Let's be real, no other MC right now is blending technical skill, cultural relevance, and pure shock value like this. The rhyme schemes, too tight, the content, too sharp, the performance, too perfectly timed. Kendrick is structuring verses like chapters in a thesis. And this new joint, it feels like the dot doctrine, a gospel of where rap needs to go and who's qualified to lead it. The wordplay from Rakim to Judas to Divine Prophets ain't accidental. That's intentional layering. That's the kind of density you find in literature, not playlists. Kendrick Lamar is weaponizing lyricism, and the industry ain't ready. These are verses you study, lines that unfold new meanings on your fifth replay. Who else doing that right now? Nobody. And that's the point. And yo, this ain't just about bars. It's also about how this verse got leaked. That was all by design. That viral snippet rollout, textbook strategic marketing in the era of short attention spans. Pusha, Malice, and Kendrick knew the clip alone was going to drive the internet mad. And it did. Within hours, it had fans quoting bars, TikToks dissecting it, Reddit threads spinning theories. That's not just virality, that's orchestration. And let's not forget what else Kendrick's doing in this moment. He's not just feeding fans, he's challenging his peers. Keep up or move. That's what this feels like. Every rapper that thought they could coast off vibes, hooks, and an AI-friendly cadence is now being reminded. This is still a skill-based sport. You gotta earn your spot. What Kendrick is doing, he's pulling the genre back into alignment. He's reminding everybody of the pillars: storytelling, meaning, originality, and precision. This verse ain't just a high feature, it's a mirror. One rapper's gonna have to look into and ask themselves if they really belong here. And let's not forget the Clipse duo either. They're pulling from the past while staying rooted in the now. From funk flex drops to social rollouts, they bridging eras. Pharrell on the boards is not just a beat, it's a statement. The legend link up is complete. They chose Kendrick for a reason, because when you're crafting a body of work that represents real hip hop, you don't go for the trend, you go for the torchbearer. So yeah, this is just half the verse, but it feels like a full-blown movement. And if this is what Kendrick sounds like on a feature, what's he gonna sound like on his own next album? That's a scary thought, a blessing for fans, but a straight up nightmare for anyone still trying to act like they belong in the GOAT convo. Because at this point, it ain't even close. Let me know what hit hardest. Drop your favorite bar. Tell me if this felt like Kendrick's biggest flex yet, or if you think he's still got more up his sleeve. Either way, the game's been changed again. And once more, it's Kendrick Lamar doing the changing. And if you rocking with this type of deep dive into culture, bars, history, and heat, like this vid, drop a comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share it, because this conversation don't stop here. The dot era is in full motion, and we just watched it level up again.